Basically, what the Vice President has said is that there were going to, this loan, this company, there was going to be 1,000 permanent jobs. So, Mr. Poneman, and did I say that right? It's close?
You did, but you can call me anything, sir.
Thank you. Are those jobs still permanent?
Regrettably, no, Congressman, but I want to be very clear about one thing.
That's okay. Let me just, well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, on January 9th, the Credit Committee remanded for further consideration and additional due diligence the Solyndra loan. It deferred it without prejudice, explicitly without prejudice, so it did not, in fact, kill that transaction.
Let me say this then. Considering that when the Vice President made this announcement in September 2009, the Department of Energy already was worried about Solyndra, was it appropriate for the Vice President to promise that these jobs were permanent? Was it appropriate for that?
Congressman, at the time the Vice President made those statements, there was every hope that those jobs would remain permanent, and we're trying to build a new economy that will have many more jobs like it.
Didn't DOE and OMB have models showing that Solyndra would run out of money it needed to sustain itself by September 2011?
I would have to see the specific studies that you're talking about, Congressman, but as many startups have challenges, Solyndra obviously was no exception.
We'll make sure we get those to you.
Thank you very much.
I think the record is pretty clear on that. Secretary Solis, in your prepared testimony, you talked about a gentleman named Peter Reyes. Who is Peter Reyes?
Peter Reyes is, Congressman, Peter Reyes is an individual that I met when I was touring a facility, a transportation facility up in San Jose. He was a worker there, was telling me about his experience. He worked in the banking industry, lost his job after many years, and was trying to get into a new job. He was picked up by our training programs that we offer in the state of California in San Jose, and became a part of the production there, and actually was now a driver for one of their hybrid buses. So now he's making money. He's back at work.
All right. Did the U.S. taxpayers pay for that training, for his training?
In part, yes. Yes, we did. Along with the state.
But here's the real question: what makes driving a hybrid bus a green job, and driving another bus that's not a hybrid bus not a green job? I mean, bear with me here for a minute. Driving a bus is driving a bus, right? I mean, you turn the wheel, you push the gas, you use the brake.
If you go back to
you use your blinkers.
Pardon me, but if you go back to the argument that's being made of how you substantiate the green industry, the vehicles that were built there are hybrid vehicles. They're fuel efficient. They're built in Oakland, California.
But this is the bus driver.
By individuals.
But this is a bus driver. So the question, so here's the problem that I think people are having, that I'm having. How can you call this a green job? I mean, so if you sit in a chair, if I'm sitting in a chair that was made out of green material, does that make my job green?
He's in an industry.
He is driving a bus, and to count it as a green job, you know, we've heard on the committee from both sides, we want to be able to make some determinations here, but before we can make those determinations, we have to get at whether or not the information that you're giving us is accurate. And I don't think no, driving a bus, just because it's hybrid, doesn't make it a green job.
Mr. Congressman, would you rather have that person unemployed?
No, I'd rather them work.
Where the taxpayers would have to pay for that? He's now paying taxes.
I would rather you not try to smooth this thing over and make it a green job when it's a job.
Of course we want jobs,
but we don't want you to pull the wool over the eyes of the American people and tell them it's a green job when it's a job. And that is the problem here. So the administration wants to spend all of this money creating green jobs, but yet you'll count things that is a job.
The industry itself, where he is employed, is fuel efficient. They're using new technology.
Is his job green?
And the training
is his job green?
Yes, it is.
Driving a hybrid bus. So somebody who drives a bus that's not a hybrid, is that a green job?
I would ask you to
answer my question.
That BLS has provided
if someone drives a bus that is not hybrid, is that a green job?
Transportation is
You can't
viewed-
answer it. It's only a green job if it fits into your sales pitch. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I thank the gentleman.